You are now entering the Thick Goddess Energy Morning Show. We in the building. High priestess in the building, didn't let my fears kill me. Transmuted my pain in that cleanse in the rain. Found out I was working and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is your divine moon goddess. I just can't remember who the fuck I am these days. Who am I this morning? This is your Thick Goddess Energy Morning Show. I am your host, Ariana, aka Divine Moon Goddess, bringing you this beautiful, raw ass talent every morning, right? So, this show is brought to you by Divine Moon Goddess, healersandreadings.com, where your questions get answered. And remember, it's not just about tarot. I do way more than fucking tarot. I'm an energetic healer. Okay. Ask me what that is. I'll tell you what that is. So go look at the website, go book to get to know what you got coming up in this life, in this year, get you a plan of action together. I'll work with you. I do have someone else on the website, so please be careful and mindful. Not be careful because she's on there for a reason, but be mindful when you're booking you know, you got to look at the name when you're booking. But this month you can get 30% off all services if you use the code Fresh Start 222. So Fresh Start, what do you want? What healing do you want? Where do you want? A lot of you guys ask me the same questions. Where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I fucking start? And I'm going to tell you, start with the fucking in-depth reading with me. That's where you start. Good morning, Sasha. Good morning, Lashina. Damn, this my message. Good morning, Jesse. Good morning to Corey. So, let me see what else I got going on. All my classes, you guys know, I don't have any live classes. I miss teaching in the live class, but I don't have any live classes right now as I got a lot of stuff going on. And so I will not have any live classes until the second part of 2021. So I do have them pre-recorded. You could go watch it in look under shop and you can purchase and view it. You do have months to fucking view it and get it done. I am switching to a new platform, so that's going to be very fucking awesome. This morning show is also brought to you by Shanti Rentals Inc. I want you all to know, if you're looking for someone to sponsor, you want to sponsor my morning show, information is in the description on where to contact me to get all of that done. And should you want to donate, just saying thank you, Miss Divine, for bringing us beautiful fucking messages every day. Information is in the description on where to donate should you want to do that. Just make sure on the donation you're saying, I love you. Here goes a tip. Here goes your tip. Good morning, Rebecca. So this morning, what else is going on? It's Thursday. We're in like almost second week of March. Hopefully you guys have got your shit together, right? Good morning, Betty. I know a lot of us are like, oh my God, it's March already. Where the fuck is time going? For me, time is like speeding up like super fucking fast, but that's because I'm working on tax stuff and bookkeeping and accounting. And it's like approaching, you know, the deadline of April and shit. I don't know if we get an extension this year, so I have to, I have to fucking hurry up. And anyone who knows doing your own bookkeeping shit, you really can't slack off, you guys. I'm going to give you some tips of being a business owner. Pay for fucking QuickBooks and do your bookkeeping and accounting daily. Okay. Don't fucking slack off. That's my biggest tip to any small business owner. Get fucking QuickBooks, do your bookkeeping. Okay. Yes. Good morning, Shondell. That's your best fucking tip ever. Other than that, let's see what we have coming up. You guys know that I still have my Moon Club where I not only, I kind of teach in Moon Club, but most of the ladies that have been in there a long time. So I'm not really teaching them manifestation. They actually do a really good job at doing that in their lives, but it's normally coming together to power up, to remove blocks and paved the way for what we want, and looking at the astrological charts and seeing how can we make this fucking year ours by moon placements, planet placements. So if you're interested in joining a club, definitely go on my website. It's called the Moon Goddess Club. I extended the price of $33 a month, which is a steal. And we go at least 2 to 3 times depending on the full and new moon and the solstice equinox that comes up. So it just depends on what's going on, how close the equinox and the full moons are, because sometimes they're like really really close together. So sometimes I don't do back to back sessions. It just depends on the month and what's going on. So good morning, Tiffany. Thank you, Jesse. We're gonna see. You gotta join. Miss Woods. A lot of people get tripped up about it because spell work and witchy shit. I'm not your average witch, meaning I don't do all of the witchy shit that people do. I do still do spell work, you guys, if that's a thing. But I'm really into energy. I've really really stepped into my power on using my energy and the forces of the universe to manifest and move shit out of my way. So I don't do too much witchy shit. I still love lighting candles and incense and shit. I'll say I probably will always like that part about everything. But I love meditation and I love connecting to goddesses. So, you know, that's the Goddess Club. The biggest thing is stepping into your own power in your femininity. It was never intended for women, just women, because, you know, I think men should embrace their feminine side also, but it's become a feminine powerhouse. So, you know, think about it. It is a club. The subscription is $33 a month. And I do have a private group for it as well once you're in it. So, just putting that out there. What else do we got going on? Next week we have readings for a cause in my Soul Tribe group. So if you guys are not in the Soul Tribe group, you need to become a member in the Soul Tribe group. We're going to be doing readings for a cause, which is something that I do monthly, where we raise funds. All the donations and proceeds go to a cause. We skipped last month. There was a lot going on for everyone last month. So this month we're back at it. We're going to be raising money for epilepsy this month. So we don't keep any of it. Myself and all my approved readers, we raise the money and donate it. And I always post how much we donate and how much we brought in. So I'm very excited about that. Next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to come vibe with us, donate. Your donations go to the proceeds. Proceeds, the foundation. I think that's how you say it. Good morning, Raquel. I don't know if I said good morning. I have a couple healing circles coming up. I'm gonna post an event. So if you want to learn some ways to heal, Louisa, who's my admin in the group, she is doing some healing circles as well. So if you guys want some free tips on how to heal, she does her healing circles a little bit different from me, but they're still awesome. They're still awesome. The next one I believe that she's doing is the 22nd of this month. Okay. So if you and I don't know yet. I don't have my dates together. I'm going to have my dates together by this weekend, but I'm going to try to do at least 3 healing circles this month. And what I do in my healing circles, I've been kind of laxed in the healing circle, but what I'm going to get back to is the meditation release, like kind of what I do on the meditation Mondays when I'm helping you guys walk through and release, except this part I'm going to really bring in what I do on like a one-on-one, except in a group setting, which is really getting you to visit your childhood selves. And I really want to connect with childhood selves this month. So inner child trauma, inner child wounds, and the inner child that needs you. And so this month is really, I'm going to be focusing on the inner child. That is what Spirit gave me this morning as direction. So that's where I'm going to go with the healing circle. So definitely look out for my events. They're free. All you do is show up. Okay. I'm going to do like at least one during the week, and I'll do the other on a weekend. Okay. You want to do one for kids cancer? Last year we did so many cancer events on the readings for a cause. It was crazy. I'm just gonna say we did so much cancer last year. I mean, we did lung and prostate and breast, and there's a couple of other cancers. I don't even know what we did. I'm pretty sure we will pick another cancer. We seem to have done cancer. Cancer affects a lot of people. But this month we're going to do epilepsy. Next month, I'm not sure what we're doing. We don't have a particular person, place just yet. But if you guys have a great cause, I always am up for ideas. Shoot me a message. Hey, this is a great idea. If you know a foundation, if you personally work for a foundation or you know a foundation, get in my inbox and be like, hey, there's this beautiful foundation that I know about. They could use funds. I would really like to start raising funds for small business foundations, nonprofits. So if anyone knows anyone, get in my inbox because I would really like to start helping small foundations. As we did one of our members, I believe it was 2020, the end of 2020, we raised money for her kids foundation, which was SOSA. So I would love to do more of that. I just don't have people that are giving me the information, right? Really? You don't get into the following day? Yeah, because I don't do lives. It's not a live. So you really have to pay attention to my events on my pages, my business pages. Okay. So you really have to check the events on there and pay attention to that part. And hopefully you get the notifications the day of. I'm not sure how those notifications or the event notifications. Good morning, Serenity. I don't know how that works though. Facebook is weird. You may have to set an alarm. All right, let's get into it though. So this morning, I think I'm done with all of my lovely. We have to make it a rule every day where I show you guys as scammer. So this is a prime example of what a scammer does, you guys. So when they're in the comments and they're sending you these message, please just block them. There's nothing Facebook will do. Facebook will not do nothing. You can report them all day long. Facebook won't do shit. So block and delete. Okay. No respectable psychic is going to do this bullshit. All right. I'm just saying. We have a code and we respect each other's lives and stuff. And none of us go on each other's lives and start marketing and shit like that. Okay. Oh, you keep missing Louisa. Yeah, I didn't get to do the event for Louisa this month because I just got behind. But her next one, I am gonna make an event, so you'll see it on my page, but it'll say with Louisa. So look for it. I'm gonna do hers. Okay. All right. So consistency is key. Is the title of today's show, and I want to get into consistency because we've talked about this a lot. We've talked about this on a lot of shows and we've talked about this on, many different aspects. And I wanted to focus more on being consistent in your life and what that means and how that shows up on a day-to-day basis, right? Um, and because of the fact we have a nature of saying, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then we tend not to do it. We slack off or we get distracted or we let other things distract us, right? But staying consistent is everything. I told you guys how, I want to be this person who, and I still say it, I want to get to the point where I'm this person who gets up in the morning, who does her yoga every day and is in this Zen mode every fucking morning, but I'm not there yet. And one of the things was I would get disappointed with myself when I didn't get up and do yoga. And then it's like, damn, I didn't do it. I didn't show up for myself again. And so I'm harping on myself, being overly critical. And then I finally got to a point where it was like, how about I just wake up? And I told you guys how I just wake up at 6 up in the morning. I look at that sunrise and I just lay there and I look at that sunrise. And so that has been the consistency to just fucking wake up. Not necessarily do I get up and do anything, but just making it a point, as I've said before, to show up. So if you can start doing that in your life and taking smaller steps instead of beating yourself down, you're going to start to make huge changes in your life, right? You said you got the notice this time because I started following Louisa. Oh, okay. Maybe you got to follow Louisa. Maybe that's it. Um, and if you guys don't know who Louisa is, she's an approved admin and reader medium in my Soul Tribe group. So if you're not in my Soul Tribe group, you're missing out on some amazing folks. Um, let's say you want to write a book, right? I want to write a book. I've been meaning to write this book, right? What if you took 30 minutes a day to sit with your Word, doc, whatever program you have, and write? In that 30 minutes, maybe you write one line, maybe you write 3 or 4 fucking paragraphs. But the thing is that you got to start somewhere. Consistency to anything. It doesn't mean you got to sit and write 10 pages a day, depending on your life, depending on what's going on, but the consistency of getting back to it, of doing it, making it a choice of, okay, I'm going to do this a day, or once a week, I'm going to do this. Not I'm doing this once a week. We got to change the way we say things, right? I'm doing this once a week. Let's say it's like same thing. Oh, I want to get back in the gym. No, I'm getting back in the gym. You got to start. And if you don't stay consistent with anything, what are the results to that? Well, you're not going to be productive. And it's a lot, I came across this TikTok yesterday, which is crazy because I wasn't on TikTok. I don't stay on TikTok for personal reasons. I get on to post, and I posted some. I hadn't posted nothing in a minute. And actually, I think I was gonna post, but maybe I forgot to post. Anyway, right when I opened it up, there was this TikTok, and I was doing my walk yesterday at the lake because I just got back to going to the lake to do my walks, and I was like, I miss doing walk and talk. I used to do the lives, walk around the lake, show you guys the lake, and talk about real shit. But I do the morning show, so now I'm like, do I want to do 2-hour talks a day? I don't know. Anywho, I opened TikTok and there's this guy and he's playing 2 characters. One is sitting at his desk, and the other one is, got his shirt off at the door, talking about going to the gym. And he's asking him like, hey, you want to go? And the guy at the desk is like, I'm not really feeling it. No. And he's like, okay. He's like, do you feel like going to work every day? And the guy's like, no. He's like, but you go anyway. And he's like, yeah. He's like, okay, then, And so they're having this conversation and everything is like, yeah, but you do things on a daily basis that you don't want to do, but you do it for the result. So if you could start thinking of everything that you want to accomplish in a way of what is the result? What is the result that you're getting? Maybe this will help you a little bit better, right? Good morning, Katrina. Sending you love, boo. So that's the thing. And then becoming consistent with whatever the idea is the like the grand finale of it. Well, I don't know if it's the grand finale, but it's a big part of it. So if you can look at whatever it is and say, what is the result to what I want to do, whether it's working out, whether it's eating healthier, whether it is reading a book a day, whatever it is that you want to do, writing a book, writing a song, playing an instrument, right? Some people will buy an instrument, put it in their closet. Well, you're not going to fucking see it. I've heard a lot of people talk about buying an instrument, setting it up in their living room so they see it. More chances of you picking that instrument up because you fucking see it versus it being in the closet. I have a singing bowl, right, that I used to have in the closet. I barely grab it. Well, now I see it every day. So now it's more in my mind. I need to grab that singing bowl. I need to grab that singing bowl. Plus, it's a heart chakra singing bowl, right? So when you start to change these things in your life, you can get more productive. You can get in a place where you're changing your habits. And I love this. I came across a article, and I'm probably going to mess up the name, but it's Sajan Korik was the guy who wrote the article. And he says consistency is key, because when we stay consistent and we show up for ourselves, I'm not talking about showing up for other people, although some of us can get a really good lesson in showing up for others, right? Because some people are just fucking horrible about that. But the reason they're horrible for showing up for others is because they don't show up for themselves. You got to remember everyone is a reflection of themselves in the way that they act. So consistency is key. Keep getting at something. Keep doing something. Making it a point to do it more than once in a while, right? That is the biggest thing behind anything that we want to do and create, especially when it comes to habits. And when you're getting into um, good habit forms, right? Because we have a lot of bad habits. We've acquired many bad habits through the years. Like that's a no-brainer, right? But if consistency is key, then consistency is the key to success, right? And where is your success? What do you see as that success piece for you? Because everyone's level of success is different. Some people's level of success is becoming a manager or a supervisor at their job, right? Some people's level of success is just being, 10 years at a fucking job. Some people's level of success is like, nah, fuck that. I want to be the CEO of a job. So everybody's success is different. You got to look at what you feel success is. And what does that say for you? What are your goals behind that? And it's not just work, it's your livelihood, your life, your social life also, because a lot of people don't even have social lives and they don't realize that you kind of need it, right? Even if you're a loner, even if you're somebody who doesn't like to go places. I'm one of these people who I like people, but then I don't like people. I want to go everywhere, but then when I go, I'm like, why did I go here? I'm one of those people that I love being home. I love being in my home. I love being alone in my home. I'm weird like that. That's my weirdness. Okay. And then sometimes I'm like, man, I need a girls' night. And I used to go out and be like, why the fuck am I out? So, you know, you got to kind of see what is for you and what is your level of what you want to do. If it's weight loss, eating healthy, whatever, what is your goal? What is your target? What is the success? What do you feel like your success is when you get there, right? So for me, when I'm looking at this and I was reading this article, and it's like consistency leads to habits, because as you keep showing up, you're going to create a habit forming, something that we do constantly, right? Right. That's why you got to find secluded places, Shondell. You got to find these places that you could just do nature walks and stuff. Because I actually like nature walks. Um, I actually like I said, walking around the lake. I'm by myself. I don't go with anyone. I'm just by myself walking, and I fucking love it. I absolutely love just walking around the lake. Going to the beach, I fucking love it. Just laying there by myself, just chilling. Absolutely love it. It's so fucking peaceful. Have you just, I mean, we're all adults, right? When's the last time you just got on a bike and rode the fucking bike, right? I have a bike out here, haven't been on it since 2020. We went and bought bikes and shit. I think it was 20. Yeah, it was 2020. I haven't rode it for over a year. But when's the last time you just jumped on a bike, rode it, or some roller skates? We're always so adultish, and it's crazy because I keep coming across these Instagram posts of people like on roller skates, and we did that shit when we were teens, you know. Oh damn, a hot air balloon ride. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Self care is key. Showing up for yourself is part of self love. And when we're talking about self love, everyone thinks we go to the very superficial self love. Whenever someone's like, you got to take care of yourself, you think of very superficial, like nails, hair, bath, soaking, play some music. Can I just have 5 minutes of toilet time by myself without someone knocking on the fucking door? Right? We don't think about the deeper shit that we should be doing for self-care and for showing up for ourselves and being consistent. That's being a friend to yourself, showing up for you, right? I feel the same, Shondell. I love people. I'm charismatic as fuck. People love me, but I don't like people all the time. I have to be honest. I just don't. I'm just not one of those people. I've never been one of those people that, had a bunch of girls, friends all the time. Like know a lot of people. But I never was like in the clique and the crew and no. Wow. Morning, Renee. Morning, Debbie. So you're if you stay consistent, you're going to start to form habits. You're going to start to form the good habits. You already got a bunch of bad shit that you fucking do, right? Not so nice. We won't say bad, but we'll say not so healthy habits. But once you start being consistent with everything that you choose, that this is something I'm doing, not I want to do. Remember, let's change the verbiage. Let's change how we're saying it. I don't want to do this. I'm doing this. No more I wanna. I wanna, I wanna, I wanna. I am. Because as soon as you say I am, and if you've ever seen affirmations, affirmations use the I am a lot because that's talking, speaking to your soul and the universe. I am doing this. Good morning, K Love. So if you can start to say, I am doing this today. I am doing this week. I am doing this month. You're changing the way. Not I want to, because that's never going to happen, right? It's I am. So when you start becoming consistent, you start to make habits. Well, shit, I fucking wake up every morning around 6 something. Even if I go back to sleep, I still wake up. Wake up and I watch the sunrise. Half asleep sometimes. You got to be consistent. Now I don't stay asleep or go back to sleep all the time because I get my ass up and I start doing accounting now, which I've made a point to say, nope, get up and do your bookkeeping accounting in the morning before your morning show. So that's what I do. Get up, make my coffee, consistency. Doing this for like the last 2 months of trying to get myself. There's been some fails. There's been some epic fails in the morning. There's been some mornings I'm like, fuck this accounting. There's been some mornings where I'm just don't want to get out of bed, right? But the consistency of doing it. So everything that you tell yourself, what is it that you guys have been saying to yourself, I want to do, but have not done? What is a habit or a lifestyle change? Let's look at that. I don't want to just look at the small stuff. What's a lifestyle change that you have been thinking of wanting to do that you have not done? This is what we want to think of. We want to think of those lifestyle changes, those healthy habits, right? Or even like drinking a fucking smoothie or eating a salad every day. I mean, I love salads. Doesn't mean I want to eat that shit every day. I don't even make a plan to eat a salad a day. I'm like, if I can, like, put in some fruits and shit, like, I'm good. Being more structured, what does that mean? Being more structured. Because, see, the thing is, when we start thinking of things that we want to do, we need to get more detailed. We need more details behind it. We're so vague with some shit, right? I need to quit complaining so much. Why are you complaining? You got to ask yourself when you're complaining, why are you complaining first, right? What's the need to complain? What is your inner child wanting to be heard from? I always think most of our complaining comes from the inner child that's trying to be heard. Um, okay, having a routine. Right, right. Yeah, that's been my struggle, K Love. I personally am horrible at routines. It's the Sagittarius. I blame it on the Sagittarius in me that just wants to free flow every day. But you can't do that with a business. You actually got to have some structure, right? And have some discipline. And so I'm getting better at that. But it's something that, again, you have to start to say, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to be consistent to the change that I want. So, what are you doing to implement this? What are you doing every day to change? What are you doing every day to form these better habits in your life? Some people say smoking. Okay. I hear people all the time, I want to quit, but I get too stressed. I do this, that, and the third. What can you do to replace that habit? Because that's a negative habit in your mind. It's a negative habit. Shit, I don't care if you smoke. That's your fucking life in your body, right? But for you, in your mind, you've said it's bad. Your mind, you've said you don't want to do it, but you keep doing it, right? Instead of finding a healthy habit to replace. Well, why not replace that smoke break with a meditation break? It's the difference. You're zenning, you're releasing, but you're not filling your body with the toxins of a cigarette. So when we have these habits that are not so nice, why are we not finding healthier ways to do things, or productive ways to do things? We slip very easily into the bad habits. Don't ask me why. Feels better, I don't know. Move out of state and stop eating Rice Krispie treats. Do you have like a Rice Krispie treat a day? I don't think that's bad, but hey, that's my opinion. Move out of state is big. And you got to ask yourself, have you made a clear plan to move out of state, right? Because you can say all day long, I want to move, but you have to start making a plan. I can tell you, Debbie, I've moved several states, right? A year before my move, I made the decision that I was going to move, right? So that year, I took that year to get things in order, which was sell shit I don't need, throw away shit I don't need, and really come to terms with what do I really need to take with me. And then I started alleviating bills that I didn't need so I can put money away. And things that I didn't need was like, do I really need this bill right now? No, let me cut it. Do I really need this cable bill? Well, actually, it wasn't a year before with the cable bill. I think it was like 6 months or a couple months before. It's like going through all of my bills and saying, do I really need this right now? Because I'm trying to do this big move. Big moves are huge. You know, doesn't matter if you sell all your shit and you just take clothes, the gas alone, the drive if you're driving or if you're flying, shipping your stuff, all of that stuff costs a lot of money, right? It costs money. Getting the place when you move, right? Having the down payment, applying for the place, all of this stuff, staying in a hotel, all of this stuff, right? So some of the things on my moves, even though I did a lot of planning, I still had a lot of unexpected shit that came up. So much unexpected shit that came up. One of my biggest things was to make sure that I tried to finish all the things that I owed so I wasn't taking bills with me. Sometimes I would still miss shit and then it would follow me. So when you're doing these plans, the getting up, creating the plan, right, is one, and then start to initiate it. You have to initiate everything that you want to do, like getting a routine. All right, Caleb, routine, because that's been me. What can be my restructured routine? How can I start at least one thing a day that becomes a routine at this around this time? I do this thing, I do the same thing, or every day I do this at some point. Some people are really good with lists. We'll make a list. I don't like list. My anxiety. I mean, I like lists, but I don't like lists. Okay. I am a list person, but I don't like lists because my anxiety is like, I don't want to fucking see this list and I want to do everything in this list. So honestly, I don't even do a list anymore. But I do have structured things that I need to get done within a day. I know I need to get these things done. So these things have to get done. And then everything else, I kind of filter around that as I'm still creating my routine, right? You want to go out and play, but your body won't let you. Well, you and your body need to have a talk, Betty. Maybe it's like, okay, body, look, maybe we can't go out and play, but maybe we can go outside and sit down. Maybe I could take a chair with me and we sit down on the chair. You know those little soccer chairs? They're like $5 at Walmart or $6 at Walmart. Maybe it's starting off with maybe let's sit outside. Maybe we can't play. Start somewhere. Debbie, you're a borderline hoarder. You're going to have fun going through your home then. Moving, you really need to go through shit. Right, Katrina, right. So now you guys can start implementing the plan and getting things together. The consistency is the things that you do to get it, right? It's the things that you do to create the change. When you are consistent, it leads to those habits. Those habits forms actions we take every day. So when you start to form these habits, you're taking action towards everything that you want to do. Everything that you want to do, you can't do it without an action. You can't just keep saying it. That's your ego just talking. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna fucking fly here and I'm gonna. That's all your ego. Your ego likes to talk. Your ego likes to brag. Your ego likes to boast. Okay? That's all your ego. The actions that you do on a day-to-day basis, you show up, you become consistent, and you create great change within your life. But that starts with the small things. You don't got to take a full leap off the fucking bridge, right? Maybe just get to the bridge. How about you just get to the bridge? Maybe you just get outside for 2 seconds, right? Right. So this is where the change comes in, Betty, because once you start taking the action to just maybe go outside, maybe not play outside, but go outside, it's a game changer. The energy changes because you've done something. You've taken the action, right? So maybe you take a couple steps, right? And every day you make this a habit now to do something different. The thing is, nothing's going to change unless we change it, right? It just doesn't. It doesn't change. We will stay in the same energy day after day. Unfortunately, my mother, I love my mom, and she's in that energy. She stays at home doing the same thing, miserable, sad, hoping a miracle happens. Instead of getting up, walking to the corner, walking back, do something. We get in this very funk, right? Start working with yourself, Betty, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. You need to help yourself too. We get told a lot of things and we believe it. Let me tell you, if you believe it, it's true. Good morning, Elise. Right. Right. I like variety also. But one of the things is we all need some type of routine in life, because that's where we get overloaded and we're juggling and we're all over the fucking place because we want to have this variety and then it's like no structure. I do feel like anything that you want to do, you got to have some type of structure in your life, especially with business, schooling, anything like that. You got to have some type of structure. Um, there's just no way to do it. I've actually speak from experience as far as the business part of it. You just can't make it without some type of structure. When you have a goal and a plan, you're going to school, you got to have some type of structure for study, for this, for that. You just can't wing it, especially in college. You just can't wing it. You can try, but most people fail that wing it. Anything that you're doing when it comes to your life, you have to. Most of the time, we're trying to rebel against everything, right? We're trying to rebel, but the thing about it is, and I'm a natural rebel to fucking everything. But I do see the beauty in the routine. I do see the beauty into being consistent on certain things in our life. That doesn't mean we can't be spontaneous. That doesn't mean we can't create new things in our day. But we got to stick to some shit too. Every day. Do you not get up and brush your teeth? I mean, some of y'all might not. Some of y'all might not. But you don't even think about it. Don't even question it. It's no brainer. I'm gonna get up and brush my teeth. How many of you wake up and wash your face? No brainer. Gonna wake up and wash my face, right? How many people get up and comb their hair? Now, there's some days I don't comb my hair though. That's probably one thing I'll be like, whatever. Today I'm not going live. How many people wash their ass every day? You take a shower every day. No brainer. So there's these routine things that we do every day, but we don't look at it as a routine, right? But it helps us. It's a good habit. It's a good habit to get up every day and wash your ass, right? It's a good habit to get up and brush your teeth or floss or, what your habits are. So you already have some good habits. It's about creating more good habits to have a healthier and happy lifestyle. And I'm not just talking about diet. Diet's a big part of it, though. You are fixable, Betty. So if your habits, if your consistency is the key to success, right? And consistency leads to your habits, and those habits start forming actions that you take every day. right? To start changing your life and creating this healthier, happier lifestyle. Then the action leads to change. And there goes your success. And then you're sitting in this beautiful energy because you are successful on a daily basis. You're knocking out these things. Whether you want to do it or not it doesn't matter, right? There was always something we don't want to fucking do. Verbiage is everything. Stop saying I have to do shit. You really don't. You really don't have to do a damn thing. Some of the times we have to change how we're looking at it. And I watched this guy on YouTube. I'm actually gonna tell you his name. I just started watching him, which I think he's pretty cool. Some of his stuff is a little fluffy spiritual stuff, but for the most part, I think he has some really cool advice. Let me see what his name is because I just came across him. But one of the things that he was saying is to change, instead of saying that you have to do something, say it as I get to. I'm very like appreciative that I get to do this. His YouTube channel is called Angels and Guides. So I can't remember his actual name, but it's Angels and Guides. So instead of like I have to, oh my God, I used to say this and I had to change it. Oh my God, I have to do this freaking accounting and bookkeeping. You guys, y'all don't know how much I hate accounting and bookkeeping. I can't say it in a better way. Oh my God, I have to. So I would literally like make it worse than what I need to. But instead of that, it's like, shit, I do need to start saying, I'm very appreciative that I get to wake up and do this. I get to wake up and I'm doing this for my own business. Like we have to change the way we're saying shit. It's not a force. You have to. You're forcing to do this, that, and the third. You get to do these things. I get to fucking wake up. Wait a minute. I get to wake up. You know, we have to change what we're saying. I get to go to school right now and work on my fucking degree. I get to move. I get to do this. So it's changing how we're looking at things so that we don't keep saying that, oh my God, I have to do this and fuck my life. Right. Nobody wants to be a stinky bitch, right? Right. And you know what? I was never a big flosser. I'll be honest. I was never a big flosser. I'd be like, yeah, whatever. But I've become a flosser. I've become a flosser in my older years. It's just going to the dentist and having to get my teeth cleaned, which I hate the dentist. You guys, I was always afraid of the dentist. And in 2014, I hadn't been in a dentist in like over 10 years. And then 2014, I decided, let me go to a dentist. And they scraped the fuck out of my mouth because of plaque. And that was a game changer for me. Because no matter how much they, gave you the little numbing injection, I could still fucking feel that shit very, very, very much. And it wasn't painful. It was the scraping my teeth that got to me. There's just something about that drives me insane. So it was the scraping of my bone, because your teeth are bones, right? So it was the scraping of that really, really, really had me change. Like, yeah, nope, can't do that. Nope, nope. Yeah. Some people do panic when their routine changes. I will tell you, I don't like huge changes. So I agree with you. When huge changes come into the picture that I'm not aware of, I get very antsy about it. And I'm just like, nope, nope. I have to kind of really like think about things and play out things. And I have to play out 20 scenarios because that's just my mind sometimes. You have a water pick. I've been thinking of getting one of those. But I don't know. Maybe it is the sound, but I could feel it. I could feel it on a whole nother level. So that was a game changer for me to be more consistent on my teeth and my mouth. Because we don't think of a lot of times. There are some people that are great on flossing and all kind of shit, right? Then there's some people that just get lazy that aren't. I was one of those people that never really paid attention to that. Yeah, I'll get to it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll brush. Yeah, I brush the shit out of my teeth. Um, but flossing is huge. It is. It's huge. It's a game changer. Food does get stuck between your fucking teeth. And so that one dentist visit changed my life. And I had to go back several times for them to keep getting really, it's like my mouth is feeling it right now. I'm having a flashback. We're not going, we're having a flashback. I had to go back a couple times and they had to go really underneath my gum. And that's the part that hurt. I don't care how much they said they numbed that shit. It wasn't. So again, your routines, your consistency, your actions, everything, these habits, what we form, what we're doing, it's everything in your life. And it's going to make you're either going to become a successful person by creating healthier, positive habits in your life, or you're not. You're going to be all over the place. You're going to be disheveled. You're going to be absent-minded. You're going to forget a lot of things because you're choosing not to instill better habits in your life. And it's up to you. If you're like me, I tend to get very critical on not showing up for myself and being that better person for self. And when we talk about being a better friend for self, that means showing up for the very things that you want to accomplish: school, work, job, career, money, family, whatever it is that you have been telling yourself that you want to do. Those are the things that you have to focus on. And the action behind it is everything. At some point, we have to get past the planning phase. You can only plan for so long, right? You can only plan for so long. And then you have to start to put it in action and then start to make it the daily routine. Even if you're not really doing it, at least doing something towards it, whatever it is. You're making some type of change towards the growth, the action, the change, right? So I want to see you guys do this. And I've done some of this. I can't say I'm 100% on everything because I'm still working on being consistent on a lot of things. And I have been really good this year because last year I wasn't as good as a lot of things. And so I am better at making habits. Last year, one of my biggest habits was just eating healthier. That was one of the biggest things in 2021 is I was like, I just want to eat healthier. Not a diet, not going on a crazy diet, not going on this crazy fad. I just wanted to show up for myself and choose better things for my food choices, right? And I did that. I lost about 60 pounds last year. Well, a little bit over a year. If you count when I started was November 2020. So from November 2020 to November 2021, I had lost a total of 60 pounds, right? So there's this thing where you just show up like, no, I'm going to just start making these healthier decisions. One, I went from like 6 coffees a day or caramel macchiatos, right? Or salted caramel macchiatos to just a caramel macchiato, 1 caramel macchiato a day. And then I went to like no caramel macchiatos by November. And now I have a caramel macchiato like every so many weeks, you know? So it's that over time, becoming consistent in enforcing these habits in your life to create these changes. I was very addicted to, I still have my coffee a day, but now it's home coffee. I drink home coffee. I brew it and I drink it and it's cool. So what is it that you want to do, that you want to change? One of my other things that I started last year was I wanted to just become more active. Same thing, I started around November 2020, but it was the walking every day, 4 miles a day. Walking 4 miles a day. It was like, I'm going to walk 4 miles a day. That is part of the reason why I lost so much weight. I didn't start going to the gym until like September of 2021. I lost most of my weight way before the gym, you guys. All right. Just walking and eating healthier. So if you really want it, you're gonna make the time, right, to do it. You're gonna say, today I'm creating this hour to go take a walk around my block. You don't gotta go to a lake. You don't gotta go to a park. I like those things because it's just more, there's more zen, more clarity for me. But any walk around your fucking neighborhood. I remember saying that one time and somebody was like, hey, no, not in my neighborhood. And I'm like, Well, that's the key to move. If you can't take a walk around your neighborhood, your whole plan needs to go to relocation. All right, I'm just saying that. Your whole plan needs to go to relocation. Fuck walking. Fuck getting exercise. Relocation. How can I relocate the fuck out of this neighborhood? So make yourself become someone who shows up for you. Make the consistency. So after reading this lovely article today, I was like, wow, I got to talk about this. So remember, consistency is key, and it's the keys to your success, right? Which leads to better habits. And those habits form actions we take every day, right? And those actions lead to the change. That's that growth and success at the end. That's what we want to do. That's where we want to be. You know, Tony Robbins, and I love Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is an awesome speaker. I've watched hundreds of his videos and interviews, and I love his whole presence. But there's a quote from him. It says, "It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives," and it's so fucking true. It's not like, you're not going to lose weight by going to the gym twice a year, right? You're not going to gain definition in your abs by doing 2 crunches every 6 months. It's not going to happen. You're not going to expand your knowledge in your mind, which is a muscle, right? By reading 2 books a year. It's not going to happen. So what are the things can you do to create this change by showing up more for yourself? Because it's not going to happen doing something once in a while. It's bullshit. It's not going to happen. The consistency every day, every week, every month, getting to it, making it part of your life, your lifestyle. Think of your changes as lifestyle changes, not fads, crazy diets, and challenges. Although I love a good challenge, don't look at it that. Look at it as lifestyle changes. How can I implement and hold on to this? Okay. All right, you guys, let's get into the horoscope because we love a good horoscope. It's great. You know what I want to say? You know what's mind-boggling to me? Is that people will read a magazine and newspaper for the horoscope, but they will frown on tarot for the horoscope. I don't know. I don't know about you people. Exactly, Betty. Put it into existence. As I say, maybe you get up and go to the porch, right? And then maybe the next day you get up and go to the porch. And then one day, maybe say you take a couple walks, a couple feet more. And I'm not saying over push yourself to do anything either. Get consistent though on the things that you want to do to create that change, and tell yourself that you can do it. Because if you're telling yourself you can do it, guess what? You fucking can do it.